Welcome to Charlie Jane Speakers Radio. This is the show where we share speaking tips, tools, and resources to help you grow your public speaking business. Our goal at Charlie Jane is to get you, the speaker, on the platform in front of thousands of people so that you can teach and motivate your audience, enriching and empowering them to lead fulfilling lives. And now, here's your host, Wendi McNeil.
Hi there, it's Wendi McNeil here with Charlie Jane Speakers, and thank you for tuning in to another podcast. This podcast, I am going to talk about the biggest misconceptions regarding niching down. It is going to be a great podcast. You will not want to miss this one. But first, I would like to welcome you over to our free Facebook group. It is called Grow Your Speaking Business on Facebook. It is a fantastic group of speakers, all willing to share, learn, and we have some that are brand new, just thinking about it, and we have some that's been doing it a few years, and we have some that have been in the speaking business for over 30 years. It's a fantastic group. You will not be disappointed, so hop on over there. I will also leave the link to the group in the show notes, so you can find us over there. Today's podcast, I am talking about the biggest misconceptions regarding niching down. Now, one of the most critical tasks for speakers early in their career is defining their niche and then going even further to focus their message even more. I constantly explain and coach my speakers that I work with that you need to niche down. Focus your message and be the go-to expert on that topic. This is a very important step when you first start your business. And yet, so often I get, hesitations from speakers that are just starting that they really can't niche down. For one reason or another, they say, I don't want to miss out on a potential speaking gig. I don't know. I think niching down is going to limit my earnings. Or they think that niching down is too restrictive. I am here to tell you, after working with speakers for over 2 decades and planners, this is a huge misconception. Huge. And I'm going to debunk each one of these. So, without wasting any more time, I'm going to get started. Misconception number 1. I'll miss out on speaking gigs if I niche down too much. The biggest fear speakers have when starting out is that they won't secure enough work. Hence, when I tell them to niche down, their first instinct is to, I don't think so. What if I miss out on a gig because my talk doesn't cater to a broad enough audience, they think. The truth is, you're not going to miss out on gigs by niching down. In fact, it's quite the opposite. When you focus your talk and make it more specific, you become more attractive to event organizers and meeting planners. Why? Because they know exactly what they're going to get from you. They know exactly that your talk will be relevant to their audience and that you'll be able to deliver on what you promised. That you're not going to be all over the place, or they're not really sure what you do or what you're talking about, or if it's going to even connect with our audience. In other words, niching down and dominating your speaker space makes you more attractive to potential clients, not less. Misconception number 2. Well, it'll limit my potential earnings. Another major concern for speakers is that they'll limit their earning potential. When they just have only one specific topic. New speakers often fear that cutting themselves off from potentially lucrative speaking opportunities will effectively cap their earnings. The truth is, you're not going to limit your earnings by niching down. Once again, the opposite is true here. When you focus your message and you become the go-to expert on a particular topic, you open yourself up to a whole world of new opportunities. What happens is people who aren't from your industry get in contact because they want to seek the opinions and judgments of an expert. They want to hear what you have to say because they can guarantee that you really know your stuff. Okay? So, yet again, by becoming narrow with your niche selection, you're actually opening up a whole world of opportunity. You're not closing any doors. Misconception number 3. It's too restrictive. I often hear speakers complain they don't want to be too restrictive and talk about the same topics over and over again. They fear they'll miss the freedom to branch out into other areas and that they'll become bored with their chosen niche. Truth is, you don't have to be restrictive when you niche down. When you focus your message, you're not saying that you'll never talk about anything else again. You're simply saying you'll be the go-to expert on that particular subject material. You can and should still branch out into other segments related to your niche. You can talk about different subtopics, applications, case studies, even venture into maybe other industries adjacent to your own. The key is to remember that your niche is simply a starting point. It's a way to hone your message and focus your topics early. Build credibility, develop authority, and establish a name for yourself. Once you've done that, then people might want to hear what you have to say on other similar topics. But it all starts with niching down. Niche down today to reap the rewards. So there you have it, the 3 biggest misconceptions about niching down. If you're still on the fence about whether or not you should niche your talks, hopefully this has kind of helped clear some things up for you. And if you're ready to take the plunge, I've got some great resources. I will put them down in the show notes. You can try out. I have a course on defining your niche and finding your audience, and I'm going to put that in the show notes for you. And also, again, don't want you to miss out the opportunity of meeting some fantastic speakers. So hop on over to our Facebook group called Grow Your Speaking Business. Grow Your Speaking Business. Again, I'll leave the link down in the show notes. And if you have time and you enjoyed this podcast, I would love a review. It would really help me out. And I appreciate you listening in today. And I'll talk to you all later. Bye.